Whether it's as caregivers, essential workers, homeschoolers, or business owners, women have bore the brunt of the pandemic's impact. Julie Cass of the Positive Change Group joins us this morning with some ways that we really need to refocus. Good morning.
Good morning, Annette. How are you?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
Great, thank you. Great to be here.
So you want women to really kind of stop taking care of everything else for a moment and just kind of sit back and it's like, what do I need to do for myself here?
Yeah, and that is hard for us as women traditionally. It's difficult in normal circumstances for us to naturally do that. But I think now more than ever, we need to empower ourselves by honestly asking for what we want. I think when all of the needs of our families, our careers, we're juggling homeschools, we tend to put our desires, our needs on the back burner. And I think as women, if we actually could carve out some time during the day and actually write down a list, because now more than ever, I know it sounds the opposite, but we need to still dream. We need to still hope. So whether that's a new career you want, better health, more wealth, whatever that is for you, it's okay to ask for what you want and not feel guilty about doing it.
Right. And sometimes writing it down makes it more real, doesn't it?
It is. It makes it more real, and it actually starts that creation process. And even declaring it to your loved ones, saying, hey, this is what my dreams are. This is what my hopes are. This is what I'm going after this year. Absolutely.
And sometimes it can be something like, I'm going to take half an hour and I'm going to go read, or I'm going to do my own exercise. I'm going for a walk by myself.
Annette, that is so important. I call this me time. And I think it's important to actually book this in the calendar until you become so comfortable with it that it is just a daily habit, because we need to get ourselves into the right headspace. So what I always recommend to my clients is if you can actually do this as a morning routine, because a morning routine means you're choosing you first before your day gets in the way, before all the other obligations come up, and quite frankly, before we say, I don't have time. And when we say I don't have time, then we start to feel resentful. We start to feel like we feel deflated. So I think in the morning is the best time to create habit around me time, for sure.
Do you think with so many more families at home, where everybody's working at home or learning at home, it's more of a chance to kind of divvy up some of those home chores? Because a lot of women, I know myself, right? I'm still doing the regular work, but there's still everything else to be done in the household. So is it a time to go, hey, look at, these bathrooms don't clean themselves?
Yeah, that's a great way to put it,
my husband's
actually.
watching.
100%. Listen, we're a team, right? So with your partner, with your kids, I think approaching the day-to-day as a team, I think creating a little bit more of that equality as far as the roles go. Just because you're a woman doesn't mean it's cleaning the bathroom. I have a 10-year-old son and I have a 14-year-old daughter, and they do equal chores. It is really important, whether it's setting the table. We actually built a schedule for it. When we're cooking, I ask my husband, I'm like, okay, we cook together. Actually, most of the times I might cook, he cleans, and you feel more balanced. It's a balanced approach, and you feel, I think, even a little bit more of that recognition to say it is work. It's great. You do it with love, but when we all work together, it just makes it a lot easier for all of us.
Right. You hold workshops for women too, right?
I do. I'm a big believer in empowering women, and I love the theme of International Women's Day this year, Choose to Challenge, and I think we have to start by challenging ourselves and really loving ourselves on a deeper level to be able to make change, to be able to move ahead. And, and that one of the things I really work on is the belief systems that we have as women, the beliefs we tell ourselves, the internal dialogue. And, for many of us, it's easy to put ourselves down or to criticize ourselves or to have doubt or not think we're worthy enough. So when we can actually work on upgrading that dialogue, we start to see huge change in our life.
Right. Compliment yourself as you would compliment a friend or family member, right? Some great tips there. Julie Cass from the Positive Change Group, great to chat with you today.
You too, Annette. Thank you.